In the heart of West Africa lies a nation of diverse people, rich culture, complex history, and boundless resilience. We proudly present the Unsung Heroes Project, a captivating journey through the vibrant tapestry of identities and experiences in Nigeria. This project showcases the stories of everyday people whose voices and experiences have the power to inspire and drive positive change in our society.
Do I have any regrets? My regret in all this journey of my career is that I failed to take the decision I was supposed to take by doing the surgery. I think that is my only regret in this whole career. So I kept telling them that I have pains, I need treatment, but they kept saying everything will be fine. I will go for prayer line, they will use morning water and so many different treatments like that, painkillers and all, but I still have this pain whenever I'm playing. So one time Chelsea invited me for a trial. I was in Chelsea. Even with the pain, I was able to play for a while and they were ready to give me contract. In fact, they brought the contract to my table. They were like, I should sign. But when I called back, when I called TB Joshua, he was like, no, don't sign if they don't sign also my friend Onazi. That was how I lost that contract. I didn't get the contracts. Then we also went to Tottenham. The same thing happened at Tottenham because the church wanted me to sign together with my friend Onazi, and Tottenham refused. So I lost that contract as well. So we came back to Nigeria. I was still trying to manage to train. I kept telling them that no, I need proper treatment for this leg. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were feeling, but I needed this treatment, but that never happened. My name is Sani Emmanuel. I'm a professional football player, the former under-17 MVP for Nigeria. I was born in Kano State. I grew up in Kano at some point, and then later we moved to Abuja. My whole career started in Kano State. I was playing in the streets when some people came to me and they were like, you're so good in football, you can join our team and then we can play some games against other communities. And also there was a coach who actually recruited us in Kano State, and the team name as at then was Samba Boys, and we used to play games with some street teams and all that. So one time I was playing in the primary school games. We normally have these tournaments they call it inter-primary. So then some people came during that tournament and they picked some of us to join the Youth Sports Federation, which is Youth Fund, because as at that time, the states, all states, they normally have their youth team called Youth Fund. So we were picked. I was picked among other guys, and then we went to join the team there in Kano State. It was at Brigade. We call it Makabarta Field. So we went there to join them, and we started the training. At some point, they decided for us to represent the state, which is Kano State. So they took us to Edo State to play in the under 13 tournament. So after the tournament, we came third as at that time. Then we came back. The news was all over the newspapers, and it got to my dad, because my dad is he was a fashion designer as at that time, and then he got married to 3 wives. We are 9 in numbers in the whole family. So when the news got to him, he was against me playing football because he wanted me to go to school and all. But when they told him that I'm now playing for the state team youth fund, he was a little bit angry that I shouldn't go there anymore. So he stopped me from going to the team. I was only playing in my street team, which is Samba Boys. So one time I was playing for my school, and they decided to give me a scholarship from that school. And when the news got to my dad, he got angry, and he was like, no, he don't want me to play football, that he want me to study. So he got angry, and then he withdrew me from that school because they gave me scholarship because of football. So as time goes on, he said, because I'm always going to play football for the school, because I refused to obey him as at that time. So I went back to that same youth fund to play. So he came to the school that very day, if I could remember. He just drove into the school directly, and then he said we should pack our things, that we are going to Abuja. We tried to talk to him that we are okay in that school. He said no, that he want to change our school, he want to change the environment, because I was always playing football. So we came to Abuja. We were living at Maraba area, Aso precisely. So when we got there, he registered us with one secondary school, because as at that time I'm already in the secondary school level. So my first week in school, I had to join them in sport. So I did well, and the whole school, they were happy for my performance. And then the same school again wanted to give me scholarship, and the news got to my dad again. It was like the second or third time that schools wanted to give me scholarship, and then he got angry. He said I shouldn't go to the field if I'm in school, but the school refused that. I'm very good in football, that they want me to play for the school. So as time goes on, I was playing for the school. Then somebody came again and said there is another team, youth fund, in Abuja at Area 10, that he want to take me there with, I think, like 2 other players. So he took us to Area 10 one time, and I went there to play with the youth fund. Then I was picked again to join the team. The news also got to my dad again, and he got angry, and he was like, no, this thing is getting too much. But as at that time, there was nothing he could do, because he already built a house there in Aso, Maraba area. So as time goes on, they had a tournament, the youth fund tournament in Kaduna, and I was to participate together with my team, which is youth fund, that is the youth fund in Abuja. So I was selected among those who will go for the tournament again, and the coach called my dad and spoke to him that they should allow me to follow them to that very tournament. Then I went with them in 2003. The tournament was Chief of Naval Staff. It was played at ABS Kaduna. That is the biggest stadium in Kaduna State. So we started the tournament, and after the whole of the tournament, we were picked again. I was also picked among many other players from different states, and I was told that they wanted to open an academy in Calabar through the Nigerian Navy and then the Cross River State government. So everything was fixed, and I went alongside with other guys, 2 other players from Abuja. When we got to Calabar, we were 35, all of us, to start the academy, and they wanted us to attend school as well. So we were taken to the Nigerian Navy secondary school at Akpabio to start the Navy secondary school. I was among the pioneer students. Let me just cut it short. So we were the pioneer student of that Nigerian Navy secondary school at Akpabio. So, but we play more football than schooling. In the morning we go to school, and then in the evening we play football. As time goes on, it was, if I could remember, around 2005. So I was in SS2 as at that time. So they decided that we will play against other countries because it was the federal government organization. The academy name was called Cross Siphon, which is Cross River States and Navy, Nigerian Navy, then Youth Fund. The three parties were running this academy. So the idea of that academy was for us to represent Nigeria in the youth level, if they have any competition, world competition and all. So as time goes on, the academy, they begin to have some difficulties. I don't know what happened actually, but sometime in 2005, they came to us that they are stopping the academy, that they want to disband the academy, that everybody should go back home. They gave us transport, 10,000. That was after 2 years in that same academy. They gave us 10,000 for transport, that everyone should go back to their various states. So I came back to Abuja, and my dad was angry that now I see what he was telling me, that I should face my school, that now they stopped everything for me because I had to come back home to start again afresh. So as at that time, there was nothing I could do because I put all my life in playing football. Everything I do is football. I couldn't really concentrate in school that much. Then I decided to take a trip because one of my friends told me that many people who are playing in higher level in football, they always make it from Lagos. So I decided to travel with these guys to Lagos, though the journey was very long. It's a very long story, but I'm just trying to cut it short. Then I traveled with these guys to Lagos the first time. So when I got to Lagos, the life in Lagos was very different. So the first night that we arrived in Lagos, we slept at one bridge around Surulere or so, close to the stadium. We slept there. In the morning, we went to the stadium to train. And then I met some other guys again. They said they are living at Ikotu, that they normally come from Ikotu to train at the stadium. So we asked them if they could take us to their house. Maybe we can pass the night there until we are able to fix ourselves where to stay, because we are looking for connection. We are looking for how we can get to the football world properly. So one of them said he likes me and he likes the way I play because we trained with them the very day we met them. So he said he can take me to his house, but it's a family house, but he has a room that I can sleep with him. So that was how I left two other guys, because then too they have other guys who took them to their own houses too. So I went with these guys to Ikotun. So the following day, I slept in their house that very night. The following day, he took me to their local field there at Ikotun where they train. So I was training with them, and the coach picked more interest that the way I play, he likes the way I play, and I'm more matured in playing than most of the players in his own team, that he would like me to assist him to be coaching them. I narrated my whole story, how I came to Lagos, to him, that I'm not here to coach players. I'm here to play, that I want connection, someone who can help me so I can get to the main proper football, maybe go into the Nigerian league or something. So he said, yes, he will look for somebody who can assist me, but first I have to help him to train the players, because he felt like I have more knowledge about the game and I'm very good. Okay, I accepted. I started working with him. As I'm playing, I'm also coaching the younger ones together with him. So as time goes on, one day, one other boy, his name was Tunde, he came to me and he was like, he normally go to play in one church, synagogue. As at that time, I've never heard about synagogue before then. I don't watch TV. In my house, we don't have TV. So I don't even know anything about synagogue or church because I was born in a Muslim home. So I don't go to church. And he was like, after playing, they normally give them bread and malt and sometimes tea. I was like, how? You play football and then at the same time they will give you food? He said, yes. He said sometimes they give them money gift, like gift, money as gift. I was like, how? He said, no, he will take me there the following week, which was on Saturday, that they normally play every Saturday. So the Saturday came and then he took me there on Saturday. At first, the people there, they don't want me to play, they don't want to put me until when the opposite team were leading them 2-0. So one of the coach was like, no, they should try me. I'm the new player, and there's some other players spoke good about me, that they've seen me played at Ikotun, that they should just try me since they are losing anyway. So that was how the coach introduced me to the game, and I did well. I was able to score 1 goal, and then I made 1 assist. We drew the game 2-2 that very week. So everybody was excited that they didn't lose that very much. So they invited me again to come the following week. So I went again. That match was a bigger match, so they didn't want to start me as well because I was a new player. They had other good players as well. Then they also put me from the bench. So they were playing and they were losing that very game 3-0. That was how they introduced me again. I was able to score 3 goals, and then I made 1 assist. So we won that game from 3-0 down 4-3, and everybody was happy. They started carrying me up and shouting all over the church, and also the message got to the man of God. So the following day, I was with my other team that I was training. We were in the field training. Then the boy ran to me and was like, they are calling you that I should come to this church, that the man of God wants to see me. I said, which man of God? He mentioned the name Prophet TB Joshua. I was excited, and then I went with them to the church, and they were already in the field to play, and they said the man of God wants me to play because he heard about me. So they introduced me to the game. I played and I did well. There were a lot of white people around watching, making videos and all of that. So then after the game, they asked me to wait behind. So I waited until around 12 a.m. midnight. They now called me to the office to see Prophet TB Joshua the very first time in my life, to see him. And he held me, he hugged me, and he said a lot of things that very day. He asked me first, where is my father? I told him my father is back in Abuja. He said, I told him I was a Muslim. He said, if he invite my father to come to the church, will he agree to come? I said, yes. He said, okay, that was my real name. So I told him my full name, Shehu Sani. That was my initial name from birth. And from that day, he said no, that he wants to change my name to Emmanuel, because that was the month, I think, maybe the week he was about to launch the Emmanuel TV. I wasn't aware of that. And then he said, from today, my name will be Emmanuel, that I should not answer Shehu anymore. So at some point, I was not proper with changing my name just suddenly after 1 day of meeting the man. And he said he want me to pack my things and live with them in the quarters, because it's a very big church and they have rooms, lodge for people to stay. So they gave me 1 room, and then he gave me 10,000 naira. And 10,000 naira at that time was a very big amount of money to me, because the first time I saw such money was when I was in the academy. So while I was in the Man of God office, then he gave me the money to join to go and pack my things to join them in the church, to start living there with them. So I was in that team, my People FC, for like a year, and then they decided for us to go and play against the same under 17, because I was interviewed and I told them my whole story, how I came to Lagos and everything. So they said, since I really want to play in the higher level, that they want to organize a match against the national under 17, which is Nigeria under 17. So the Man of God plays that call, and we traveled from Lagos to Abuja to play a friendly game against the Nigerian national under-17 team. So we got to Abuja. After the game, it was Henry Sudan who was the coach of the under-17. So I was selected again as the best player from my own team, my People FC from Lagos, to join the under-17 national team. So that was how the coach called the man of God, that he has seen a talent from his own team, that he wants me to join the under-17 national team immediately. So the man of God said, no, I have to go back to Lagos. Then later he will book another flight for me to come down to join them in the camp. So I went back with the team to Lagos. Then after 1 week, they asked me to come back, and then I came back to join them in the camp at Go Project Abuja. So we started the training. Then after the whole camping, I went back to Lagos, and the report was given to the man of God that I'm very good, I'm the best player in the team, that they want me to follow them to go and play a tournament in Dubai. So TB Joshua now said no, that he wants me to travel abroad first, then maybe later I can join them again in the camp, because they were preparing for the Under-17 World Cup. So I traveled to Sweden through the help of the man of God, Senior Prophet TB Joshua. He took me alongside with one other boy, Onazi, and then Yakubu. Onazi, I met him at the Under-17 camp while I was training with the Under-17 national team. So I took him myself to Lagos because he was a very good player. And for me, growing up, I love to see good players. So I actually took him to the church team, my People FC. And then the man of God asked me if I want him to help him as well. I said, yes, I want him to help him, so he also can succeed in his own career, because he was very good. He was really good. Then the man of God got us everything, the visas and all. We traveled to Sweden. We were in Sweden for about 6 months, I think. And then after that, we came back again to Nigeria to join the Under-17. The three of us came back to join the Under-17 in the camp. And then the tournament preparation was already getting close. So we came back, we joined them in the camp, and there were a lot of players, too many players in the camp. So every week, they normally drop players. That was how some players were dropped. And then at the end of the whole training sections, we were like 35 that was remaining in the national camp. So we traveled to Qatar for the final preparation. Out of 35, 30 will be selected to play in the main World Cup. So I was among those 30, and also my friend Onazi was among the 30 finalists. But there was one thing that was affecting me badly. I had heel injury, and this heel injury, I had it from the academy, but I kept managing, forcing it to play because there was no proper treatment. As at that time, I was thinking it was a normal pain that one day it will go, like every other pain that I normally had. But this very heel pain refused to go. And during that final training section at Qatar, I couldn't train with the team. They wanted to drop me. But with the help of the man of God, Senior Prophet TB Joshua, they kept me in the team because he was also assisting the team. So then we got back to Abuja. We came back to Abuja to finally start the main tournament, because the tournament was playing in Nigeria here. And then during the trainings for our first match, I couldn't train at all because the pains was too severe. But they kept me in the camp. I was with them. I was more like a ball boy for them. If we go for training, I pick up the balls, the kids, and all these things. I help them to pack things. And that was how the tournament proper started. Then the first game, I couldn't play because I was having too much pains. When we played the first game, it was 3-3 against Germany. Then the second game came up. The same thing. They were like trying to for me to manage the pain so I can play. That was how I was introduced into the game during the second half against Argentina in one of the state, Bauchi. I was introduced around maybe 7 something minutes, and I tried my best to play, because whenever I'm in the field, I put my whole mind in scoring. So I always want to score. I'm a scorer. I'm a striker. So in that game, I was able to score a penalty, and then we won the game. I think 2-1 or so. So everybody was excited, and then the coaches, they were not still convinced that I could manage the pain to play. So the third game, they didn't really wanted to play me. Then still the man of God called them and said, no, put Emmanuel to play. He will do something. God, the word he normally used, that God will use him to do something for the team. And that was how in the third game, I think I was introduced against New Zealand. I was able to score 2 goals as well. Then we qualified to the quarterfinal. That is it, not quarterfinal, knockout stage. Sorry. So during the knockout stage, then I was already broken completely. I couldn't play at all because I was seriously in pains. Normally I do go to training with them, but this time I couldn't even go to the field with them. I was in the hotel all through crying, trying to find solution to that pain. The man of God will call me on the phone. He will pray with me. They will send morning water, the prayer water. They will send it to me in the camp. I will be taking them, thinking the pain will go away, but still nothing changed. Then the knockout stage, we were playing, and then against I think Korea, also South Korea, we also won 2-1, if I could remember. And I was introduced around 8 something minutes just to showcase me, not for me to really play, because I couldn't really play, but because I did well in the first 2 games that I played. So the Nigerians were always like, they want to see me play, so they only introduced me just for them to feel like I am still in the team, but not for me to really do anything, because I couldn't move at all. Then it got to the I think it was semi-final. We were to play against Spain. So the coaches, everybody, the physiotherapists, they tried all their best to give me some therapies and to make me play in that game, because that was a very important game. So during that game, I think that was the most important game in that tournament. It was semi-final, I think. So they introduced me also, and that's around 70 something minutes against Spain. I was able to score 2 goals in that match, and then we won the game. We qualified to the final. So during that final, there was a lot of battle, like a lot of debates from fans, from Nigerians, from coaches, from players. Some people were like, they should just play me from the beginning, and some people were like, no, they should leave the game until when it's almost ending, then they will introduce me. But to my surprise, getting to the dressing room, the coach said I will start. I told him, I said, I'm not really okay. I still feel so much pains. But they said, no, I have to start. It's a national call-up, so I have to honor them. Then I started the game. 15 minutes into the game, I was already out because I was so much in pains. Then there was a lot of talks in the first half and all that. Then along the line, I was substituted. Then we lost that final. So after the World Cup, I went back to Lagos, and there were a lot of big clubs who were calling in for me to come and join them. Some came with contracts, some came to propose trial for me to go for trial. Different agents were calling in, but the man of God said the best team will come, that I should be patient. So I was in the church for like a year. I didn't go anywhere. So media, people were trying to come for me to interview, to know what was going on with me. Also, the president called for me to come because they invited the whole team as at that time for like I don't know, like, you know, when the president want to host the whole team. So they placed a call to the church that they want me to come together with my friend for the hosting. To my surprise, they said I should not go. And that was how only my friend went there. So the whole federation, they were angry that the best player in the tournament is not there to see the president, and also they got angry. And also my states, Edo State, called that they wanted to host me alongside with other players, and one of the coach, the assistant coach, was also from Edo State. So they called for the governor wanted to host us as well. They still insist that I'm not going anywhere, but because the church, they were the ones who took me in and they took care of me, they sponsored everything about me, I had to listen to them. So I didn't go to all of these invitations from the national level and all. So then one time there was an invitation to gala nights at Switzerland, 2010, when they gave Messi the world best. So I was invited. It was also at the dying minute, like I think it was a day before that event, because I was supposed to be there 2 days before, but it was a day before. That was how they quickly arranged for everything. Then I went for the events together with the coach John Obu. So we graced that event, and then the FIFA, they recognized me and everything was done. Then I came back. So I kept telling them that I have pains, I need treatment, but they kept saying everything will be fine. I will go for prayer line, they will use morning water and so many different treatments like that, painkillers and all, but I still have this pain whenever I'm playing. So one time Chelsea invited me for a trial. I was in Chelsea. Even with the pain, I was able to play for a while, and they were ready to give me contract. In fact, they brought the contract to my table. They were like, I should sign. But when I called back, when I called TB Joshua, he was like, no, don't sign if they don't sign also my friend Onazi. That was how I lost that contract. I didn't get the contracts. Then we also went to Tottenham. The same thing happened at Tottenham, because the church wanted me to sign together with my friend Onazi, and Tottenham refused. So I lost that contract as well. So we came back to Nigeria. I was still trying to manage to train. I kept telling them that no, I need proper treatment for this leg. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were feeling, but I needed this treatment, but that never happened. Until one time a call came in from one agent, Mr. Kevin, that Lazio is willing to sign both me and Onazi. And all arrangements was made, and we went to Italy and we signed the contracts. Also, I think Taribo West at that time came to check the contract. The man of God sent him to check the contract, and everything was done. We signed the contract, then we started playing. But still, I couldn't really give my best because I was in pains all the time. So fast forward to the first year, then Lazio find out that I have this pain, and they wanted to help me with this surgery. And then when I called back, they said no, I should not do the surgery, I should come back to Nigeria. That was how I came back to Nigeria. They kept putting me on prayer line, trying to pray for me and other things. I also went to the mountain for prayers many times, 1 week fasting, sometime 2 week fasting. So that was how it keeps going from 1 year to the other year. I couldn't play, and people were asking, the media were asking, people from different sports newspapers, sports TV, they will come to the church. They say they want to have words, they want to interview me, like they want to talk to me, and they will refuse them to talk to me. As at that time, I don't even go out. I don't even travel to see my people back home in Abuja. Each time I try to talk to them, it will be like I'm fighting them. They will be like, no, this is what the man of God wants. He wants the best for you. He wants the best for you. And everything keeps going. I'm not playing. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, what I love doing, what I've been doing from right when I was very young. And times pass by. Then it was around 2014. My contract was about to finish with Lazio, because I had this issue with them about this same leg, and they put me aside, like, okay, if you don't want to do this surgery, you cannot play. We cannot put you in the team. You have to be there. But they agreed to be paying me, I think that time, 800 euro monthly. So I became tired. I became worried. So one time I approached the man of God. I was like, okay, if you can't help me to do this surgery, can you give me some money so that I can go and look for a way to get this surgery done on my own? They said no. And there was this sign-on fee that was paid through the agents to the church, which was around 320,000 euros as at that time. And when I spoke with the agent about this money, he told me that I don't have rights. It's the church who gave him the mandate to speak for me and Onazi on our contract, that I don't have any rights to say I want to take the money. So I kept disturbing him. I kept calling him. At some points, we almost had a fight because of this same money, because I needed money also to take care of myself. I needed money for the surgery, and they refused to give me this money. So 2016, I left the church. I stopped staying in the church. I came to Abuja to rent a house. Though the man of God was trying his best to support me in his own little way. If I need 100,000, 200,000, 50,000, sometime he always gives to me. So I wasn't too much worried about getting food and some small things to take care of myself. But my major problem was because I couldn't play. And people, families, friends, well-wishers, fans, they always try to contact me, to ask me questions. Where have I been? What am I doing? And I couldn't really give out these informations because the church asked me never to grant any interview to anybody. So I stick to that because I wanted to respect them. I wanted to respect the man of God. I see him as my father. I never wanted to disrespect him because I believe that maybe someday the pain will disappear. Like he said, that I will be fine and I will play football again. That was how time passed, and then I couldn't do this surgery. Then 2018, I was depressed. Then I was able to gather some money from the money I received from my salary from Lazio. I gathered the money, and then I decided to travel to the US for checkup, so I will know what is really happening with my leg, because I already did so many x-rays, so many treatments. I went to different places seeking for help to see how I can get this problem solved. But each time I go to the hospital, they will do an x-ray, and there will be like there is a bone overgrown on the both legs. It's called tendonitis. That was the first time I heard about such pains or injury. And this injury came, nobody kicked me. It wasn't on the field. I just started feeling that pain just like that, and then it grew over time, and the pain became very severe that I couldn't do anything. So I took that trip to the US. There was one of my female friend in the US. She was a Ghanaian. She tried to help me to get to the hospital to get checked. I was there at the hospital with the physiotherapists and everything. They did x-rays like 2 times, and I couldn't even pay for those x-rays because it was really expensive, around 2,000 plus. Then I did all of those checks. Now I knew the problem that I was having, but now the solution was the problem, because they asked me to pay about 45,000 US dollars for them to help me for the surgery, which I couldn't afford. Then I had to call back again to the man of God that, please, this is what the doctor says. I even sent the reports, everything to them in the church by email, like, this is the problem. They said I need surgery, and this is the amount of the surgery. I sent everything for them. And then the man of God called me the following day, and he was like, I should come back to the church, Lagos. They booked my flights. I traveled back from the US. Then I had a personal meeting with him. He asked me several questions. We spoke a lot of talks, Then I said to him, please, I need help. Even if maybe they don't want to give me the whole money, they should just assist me so I can get this problem solved, because I still want to play football again. And after the whole meeting, he said he will get back to me. Then I went back to my room. I waited for like 2 weeks. I couldn't even see him like properly again. Then at the same time I got angry, I left the church again. I came back to Abuja. I was here trying to call people that I know, my friends and everybody, that should help me, they should contribute money for me so I can get this surgery done. nobody really want to help because that money was a lot of money. Then one time, there was one guy, Terry Envo, he was my teammate. I got in contact with him. Then he told me that he had a very good doctor in Lagos that did his own surgery, that he had hip replacement, that he believed the doctor can help me out. Maybe he would take less amount of money. So I contacted the doctor, and then he booked me for a check, and then I have to do all those X-ray again. So I went back to Lagos. He did all the check, and the same thing they told me in the US, that was the same problem he detected, that is Achilles tendonitis. There is a bone growing, and they need to do a surgery, a kind of surgery that will file the bone. Then I will be fine again to play football. So I prayed, and the amount he called was a little bit less. So I tried to hustle around. I called friends. I begged. At the point, I had to go online to beg for money, and some people contributed. Then I had to sell my car because I had a car then. So I sold my car, and then some few things that I had. So I sold everything. I sent some part of the money to the doctor. I was booked for the surgery. Ending of 2018, I had the first leg done in Lagos, and then I had to rest for like 3 months before the second one. Then I rested. I was in Lagos all through. I was lodging in a hotel because I don't really have a place to stay, and I couldn't stay in the church. After the first surgery, I was there in the church for prayers, and they saw me on crutches. Yeah, normal. They prayed for me, and the man of God saw me, and then he gave me, I think, was it $2,500? And then when he gave me that money, I was happy. At least he was able to support me. So I left the church. I went again and deposited some money again for the second surgery. Then after the second surgery, I came back to Abuja trying to recover and all that. Then that second surgery was giving me too much trouble because the leg refused to heal. That was why in 2019, I came out online to cry to Nigerians for them to help me, so I can pay the doctor, and then they can still check that second surgery. Maybe there is a kind of correction that they can do. That was how so many people responded. Then my friend Onazi paid overnight 1.4 million to the hospital direct without even contacting me, and then the money was paid. And then the doctor called me the following day that my previous debt was cleared by my friend Onazi, but I still have to pay them about 1 million naira or so. So he now said that he waived 500k for me, that once I have 500k, I should pay them the balance. Then I can come back for them to check if everything is all right with my legs. So one time there was a call from Brekete family, so they promised to help me. And then the man, I went there to the studio, they invited me. The man said he was going to help me to go to Germany to do the proper checkup. If I still need that surgery, that they would do everything for me free, that he's going to sponsor. So I kept going to that office from day to day for about a month. I was going there. Sometime I would see him. He would be like, "Don't worry, I'll get back to you. Don't worry, I'll get back to you." So I got tired of going there. At some point, I couldn't afford transport to go there because some days he used to support me. But then I tried to call them. There was one other assistant to him. He normally tried to encourage me that I should not worry, that the man is going to help, this, that. So I got tired. At the same time, they couldn't do anything. So I became fed up because the pain was still there. Then I had to move from Abuja back to Kaduna to stay because Abuja was too expensive for me to stay. I couldn't pay my rent, so I had to move to Kaduna. So I've been living in Kaduna since that time, trying to get my life together. I have tried so many things because this is the only thing I know how to do in my life, which is football. And now I cannot play football and I cannot do any other thing. I also try to work with football, but it's not so easy to start just like that without money, without funds to do so many things that need to be done. So that's how I have been till this moment. I'm still here trying to survive, try to live a better life, but it's not that easy.
America looks in the bag and there could be more to follow. Emmanuel Frank stays down. It could be Nigeria's fourth. It is their fourth. And that should end this sporting contest once and for all. Sonny Emmanuel with another World Cup goal. He scored against Argentina and he's repeated defeat against New Zealand.
Do I have any regrets? My regret in all this journey of my career is that I failed to take the decision I was supposed to take by doing the surgery. I think that is my only regret in this whole career. And my advice to the younger ones coming up, please, whenever you have pains, don't manage it. Try and take care of your pains. Take care of yourself. I mean, if you have any pains that is stopping you from doing certain exercises or playing football, please, I will urge you, I will beg you to try and endure. Take your time to heal and get the right people to treat you, to look at your situation, because my pains delayed my whole career till this moment, until I was unable to do what I was supposed to do, to play football, which is the only thing I know how to do. So I think I'll advise the youth to please, whenever you are playing football and you have pains, try and take care of that pain. If it requires such surgery, try and get the right people to help you out so you can get that surgery done. And then if anyone is telling you not to do surgery in a situation whereby your pains require surgery, please ignore them. Take that bold step and do that surgery so that you can be able to continue your career. And also, I want to urge Nigerians, I want to beg the nation, my nation, Nigerians, to please come to my aid. I'm in need of your support, I'm in need of your help right now. As you can see, my career has been destroyed because of injury, and I am here today to start up again, to try and do something for my life so that I can live a better life again. I really want to go back to Europe and start up like a coaching career, so that at least I can also use my talent to impact the younger generation. So please, I need your support, I need your help. Thank you very much. And I want to tell you that better is not good enough. The best is always here to come. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Amidst the diversity and complexity, one thread remains constant: the unwavering spirit of the Nigerian people. Through adversity and triumph, they continue to write their own stories of courage and hope.